So we've already talked about the gameplay mechanics and all the brand new gameplay elements that will be coming to Assassin's Creed Red. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll leave it at the end of this video in the description and the comment section below. But now we're going to be looking at the story, everything that's been leaked on the story of Assassin's Creed Red so far. And this information comes from Insider Gaming, who had an exclusive article back in November 2023. So first of all, there will be two protagonists, and one of the first protagonists will be based on the real-life African samurai called YASUKE. Now YASUKE's history is very fictional, however he was historically a real person that existed, and this makes him the first Assassin's Creed protagonist to fit that description. Insider Gaming learned that YASUKE's story has been rewritten to align with the game's story and direction. So again, in the case of Assassin's Creed Red, YASUKE's story will be heavily fictional. YASUKE's story starts off with tragedy, and unlike his real life story, his story has been rewritten. In Assassin's Creed Red, YASUKE was a slave traveling on a slave ship when it was attacked and everyone was killed, including his lover, but he survived. YASUKE was then rescued and brought to Japan, where he learned the way of the samurai under Nobunaga's service. The second protagonist goes by the name of NAOE, which was revealed by Twitter user Jonathan, who reveals some details about the female protagonist and says that she was on a quest for revenge following the death of her father. Insider Gaming can corroborate this information with NAOE's full name currently being NAOE FUJIBAYASHI, the daughter of legendary real-life Fujibayashi Nagato, who is considered to be one of the three greatest Igai Yonin, or in other terms, one of the three greatest ninjas. We also got an image of NAOE herself, which was leaked on LinkedIn profile of senior writer Pierre Boudreau. Jonathan also revealed on Twitter that the heroine should be called NAOE, but apparently that wasn't the original name for the heroine, and they've changed it during development. And her story will be very similar to Bayek of Assassin's Creed Origins, where a member of the Order will kill her father and a quest for revenge will follow, which will push her to create or join the Shinobis. We also got a little bit of details of how the game will start. Now at the beginning of the game, it's understood that NAOE and YASUKE will be fierce enemies, but later become allies on their desire for Japan's unification. It was also learned in my gameplay update video that you'll be able to recruit enemy faction members and allow them to spy for you and give you intel, and you will likely see these members in your camp area. So it's possible that throughout this game that YASUKE and NAOE will be building an army to overthrow the Templar Order and to free 16th century Japan of their rule. Now this is a similar plot point that happens in every Assassin's Creed game, so it's something that will be making a return here. Now NAOE and YASUKE will be two very different types of characters in terms of gameplay. It seems like NAOE will be a shinobi and YASUKE will be a samurai, which means there will be two types of ways to play. Now I'm not sure if YASUKE could also do Assassin's Creed type stealth and if NAOE is capable of wielding a sword in this game, but at the base level at least, we learn from Jonathan that NAOE, the female protagonist, will wield a kunai, a shuriken, smoke bombs and bells, likely suggesting she'll be a much more agile, stealthier character than YASUKE, who historically is reported as being strong, even being adept at sumo wrestling. So NAOE will of course be much more of the assassin type character, and I believe YASUKE will be all about honor and facing the enemy head on. And I think this is to give a taste for both playstyles. For those who love the face-to-face combat with the modern day Assassin's Creed open world game, they will most likely want to play as YASUKE, and for those who love the stealth of the older Assassin's Creed games could play through NAOE. Now I'm sure the game will make you play as both characters and have you do exclusive missions for them both, which I think is a very good idea, as I really want to like both of these characters. Now in order to progress the story, it's going to be very similar to past Assassin's Creed games like Valhalla and Odyssey, where you will kill commanders of the enemy faction to gain mission intelligence, and the option to spare commanders will also be present in Assassin's Creed Red, and this will allow you to recruit those commanders and give you mission intelligence and likely some hints to where their hidden treasures are, as apparently with this time around with Assassin's Creed Red there will be very fewer map markers according to Jonathan. Now Jonathan also mentioned that Red will pit players against Shigaru, which is seemingly a feudal era Japan infantry traditionally armed with primitive rifles known as matchlocks. So what about the modern day story? Well, according to a Game Rant article, there's a rumor that Assassin's Creed Red could be replacing the modern day story with something else. This modern day section of the game is rumored to be replaced by having the years take place between 2090 and 2099, the end of the 21st century. Also, Insider Gaming learned from their sources that the game will certainly be set in the modern day future, and this was all found by a YouTuber named SliderV2, who Creed data mined Assassin's Creed Mirage for cut content and uploaded unused audio of Assassin's Creed Mirage that seems to suggest that the modern day story could be moving far into the future. 2 unnamed Animus operators referred to the 21st century as ancient history, implying that the conversation takes place in the far future. In addition, the Great Shift is also mentioned, which seems to take place sometime in the 21st century. While Ubisoft has not commented on the legitimacy of the audio, what makes it more compelling is that the future is under the name Neo, which is a code name for Assassin's Creed Hexe, rather than Assassin's Creed Red, which is next in line to release. So what you definitely can be looking forward to is that Abstergo will have a new cast of characters for Assassin's Creed Red, and they will probably continue on into Assassin's Creed Hexe and the future Assassin's Creed games beyond that. Also, in regards to Assassin's Creed Infinity, which is going to be the hub-like platform which all Assassin's Creed games in the future should be based in, Vice President Executive Producer of Assassin's Creed Mark Alexis Cote said that the story will now be told through Infinity. From Infinity, players will be able to access games like Codename Red and Codename Hexe, as well as going through the modern day portion of the story. Insider Gaming speculates that maybe the Great Shift is referring to Assassin's Creed Red and its 2090 to 2099 modern day setting, which will set up the modern day story nicely for Assassin's Creed Hexe. Moving on to some more characters that we will be seeing in Assassin's Creed Codename Red. So we're going to be seeing Fujibayashi Nagota, which is going to be Naoe's father, who is a legendary ninja in real life. We're going to be seeing Oda Nobunaga, who is the teacher of Yasuke and the one that teaches him the way of the samurai, and who is also a legendary samurai himself. We're also going to be seeing another assassin of Oda Nobunaga who goes by the name Akechi Mitsuhide, and he became a samurai general of the Sengoku period. We're also going to be seeing a returning Assassin's Creed character by the name of Hattori Hanzo, and he is a member of the Japanese Brotherhood of Assassins. So he is likely going to introduce probably Naoe and Yasuke to the Brotherhood of Assassins in AC Red. We're also going to be seeing Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who was the second great unifier of Japan, and of course was a Japanese samurai and daimyo, and he is another samurai of Oda Nobunaga, and we're also going to be seeing his wife Kodain. We're also going to be seeing Nobunaga's younger sister Uichi. Then one of the villains will be Ashikaga Yoshiaki, who is part of the Shogun clan, and Nobunaga actually defeated him in history. And finally, we've got Akechi Hidemitsu, who was a senior retainer of Oda Nobunaga's vassal Akechi Mitsuhide. So a whole load of characters that we're going to be seeing from history, and there will be so much more on top of them. So it's already really sounding like a massive Assassin's Creed title, and a very familiar game at that. I hope it's executed perfectly, and it seems like Ubisoft are taking some tips from games like Sekiro and Ghost of Tsushima when it comes to gameplay, and in terms of the story, perhaps they will take it down from Valhalla being 80 hours plus, and hopefully being around a 35 to 40 hour experience for the main campaign. I'd rather have quality over quantity, and I really do hope that this ends up being one of the big blockbusters of 2024, but this game could easily be delayed into 2025. Hopefully we get some more information about this title in the near future, and we broke down all the gameplay mechanics that will be featured in Assassin's Creed Codename Red in my last Assassin's Creed Red video, which I'll leave in the description, in the corner, pinned comment section below, and also in the end screen of this video. Please go ahead and like the video so it reaches more people. Also leave a comment down below of what you think about the story so far from these leaks. I hope to update you more on the Assassin's Creed games, including Assassin's Creed Hexe, which I'm also very excited about. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Peace out, God bless. Hope to see you in my next videos. Take care, guys.
I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build